Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Tuesday. We're recording this obviously on Monday, and it's a bit sad outside. So hopefully, come actual Tuesday for us, the weather will be better.
It'll be a bit nicer, yeah.
So sorry that it's sad outside today, but actually today that you're watching is very nice.
It's so confusing.
We're going to read from Psalm 5, and it's just one verse, verse 11, and Gemma's going to read that for us. I'm going to read it twice. We're reading from the NLT version as well.
Oh. But let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them sing joyful praises forever. Spread your protection over them, that all who love your name may be filled with joy. But let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them sing joyful praises forever. Spread your protection over them, that all who love your name may be filled with joy.
Super. So this is one of my favourite verses in this psalm, and so we're going to be thinking a little bit about what it means to take refuge in God. So all of us go through different seasons in our lives, some that are really busy, some that are pretty quiet and reflective. And so we have this sort of experience with God as well, where we're particularly on fire for Him. We feel really easy to talk to Him, and we just feel it easy to hear His voice and feel His presence. And then conversely, other times we find it really difficult to talk to Him. We find that we're not getting anywhere with our relationship with God. And even though He is still there, we feel like we can't feel His presence. And so with all that goes on in life and our relationship with God, there isn't a reason not to take refuge in Him, though. We should always be seeking to spend time with God. And so when you take refuge in something physical, we looked at what the definition of that is. And so it's when you're trusting something will take care of you, or at least make you feel safe and secure. So when we take refuge in God, we're offering to put that trust in Him instead of something physical. And this isn't dependent on how we're feeling, what's going on in our lives, but is a choice that we make to take refuge in Him. And as David writes in the psalm, when we take refuge in Him, we receive joy from Him.
So as lots of you know, and some of you probably don't know, I have been planning a family fun day.
With some of the remnants in the background.
Yeah, it was absolute chaos. I'm really excited. It's going to be really fun. And we're going to talk about the life of Moses. There are going to be different stops throughout Bentley and Binstead.
It's going to be
different
great.
Activities and things like that. It's going to be really fun. But actually, one of our stops is going to be a prayer station, which actually kind of relates to what we're talking about today, taking refuge in God. And so it's about the burning bush. So it's when God appeared to Moses in the form of a burning bush and just wanted to get Moses' attention, to get him to stop and talk to him and listen to him. So taking refuge in God means to stop.
Oh yes, we've got props as well.
We've got traffic lights. It means to stop and to listen to Him. We're often very good at talking. I am quite good at talking and not so good at listening. But we need to stop talking to God and start listening to God. And it's something that's really difficult, and it does require practice. Taking refuge in God means to slow down and make time for Him. So actively taking time out of your day to stop, to slow down, and to ask Him for something, to listen to Him, to stop and worship and just pour your heart out to God. And finally, taking refuge in God means we have His protection and joy, as David says, to go and make disciples. Are you just throwing them all on the floor?
Sorry, I've just dropped them all.
To go and make disciples, to show others God's love so they may take refuge in Him too.
So even though our props were a bit chaotic at the end, we thought it was really good to share that with you, and certainly it was really speaking to me. So I pray that as we go about our days and go about our week, that we'd be able to stop, to slow, and then to go, as we take refuge in God and enjoy spending time with Him. So have a great Tuesday of stopping, slowing and going, and have a great week as well. See ya.
Bye.